Hey, what's going on, everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to explain the story so far for Storybook Vale. So, we ended up getting lots of hints and information revealed about the upcoming DLC. And honestly, it was a lot to take in, especially from the showcase. There was a lot being thrown in that like 20-30 minute segment that it was a little bit confusing. So, I'm hoping to bring that all kind of close, condense it, and explain what the story is even about. That way you know and you are ready to go into the story without being a little confused. Now, if you guys do enjoy any of my content or you love daily videos for Dreamlight Valley, or you want to stay up to date with all the secrets and mystery whenever the DLC does drop, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. We are getting so close to 50,000 subscribers, and I believe we can hit it before the DLC. Now, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the story of Storybook Vale goes a little something like this. So it was a floating island, a place described as the place in your heart where all stories lived. Now, originally, it actually hung above Dreamlight Valley. Now, Dreamlight Valley is in the sky, and this island was actually above Dreamlight Valley, also in the sky. So really interesting there. So during the Forgetting, two of Disney's biggest villains, Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty and Hades from Hercules, literally stole the island and took it away. So these two villains did end up ruling over the island together peacefully for a while, and it makes sense that these two were pretty peaceful because they kind of have been a couple in some other versions of Disney lore. But as you expect, with powerful villains, their alliance didn't last long. A struggle for control tore the valley and its magical lorekeeper book apart. And that's where we, the players, come in. So once we arrive in Storybook Vale, our main guide will be the lorekeeper. The lorekeeper is an enchanted talking book that holds the history of this magical place. The lorekeeper is the key to holding this world together, but after the clash between Hades and Maleficent, many of its pages have been scattered across the Vale. Part of our mission will be to take these pages, find them, and bring them back to the lorekeeper to restore the magic within this Vale. Now, lucky for us, we don't actually have to do all of this together. We will befriend many characters that have been lost within the valley as well. The first is Merida. Now, we're going to come across Merida in the very first biome, which is called the Bind. There's also another biome called Ever After, and the third and final one, which is called Mythopia. So once we arrive, Lorekeeper and Merida are both in the Bind, and Merida is searching for a lost treasure connected to Clan Dunbrock, which is her family. So her quest may involve unraveling some sort of secrets hidden deep in the Vale, as well as possibly facing obstacles left by the Vale rulers, Hades and Maleficent. We're also going to uncover Flynn Rider over in Ever After, and his quest line, besides helping us, is going to involve us in a heist, which could add some sort of strategic element of gameplay. With his experience, we could be doing many puzzle challenges to pull off the mission. I think his is going to be an absolute thrill. We will also uncover Hades in part 1 of this, which has a warning attached: beware you don't become Hades minions. So this quest could suggest that we might have to make difficult choices, resist tempting offers. Now, you may be wondering, what about Maleficent? And they said, as we uncover secrets and stories with our new friends, we'll encounter Maleficent later in part 1, but only briefly, as she'll become the main antagonist in part 2, which is expected next summer. Hence also suggests that Aurora will be arriving in part 2, possibly helping us face off with Maleficent. Now, this DLC introduced a new tool, the Royal Net, and this is going to serve a very important piece to this main story. We need to go and get the Lorekeeper's pages. So the Lorekeeper's scattered pages have actually turned into like enchanted, living origami creatures called snippets. Each of these will require a different method to catch. Once you catch them, you'll take them back to the Lorekeeper and solve more puzzles. It'll take multiple snippets to restore each page, and as we heal the book, we'll also heal Storybook Vale. So that seems to be the main story. You can obviously expect challenges and secrets throughout the Vale, including trials that seem to be hinted towards Maleficent's castle. And I do believe that it is the giant castle floating above the enchanted beanstalk we've seen in the trailer. Now that's really all we know about the main story so far, but I gotta say it's shaping up to be a really exciting update, and I think that the story kind of came off a little bit confusing at first, but all in all, the main goal is definitely to restore and heal the Lore Keeper. The Lore Keeper is supposed to have its own personality, which is going to be very exciting, and the Lore Keeper will also be guiding us along the way as well. So that's pretty much it for the story that we know so far. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it has a pretty strong start? Is it enough to keep you guys engaged with the update or any of the future content? I think overall, like, the items themselves are going to be absolutely incredible. Getting so many, like, what, 5 new characters added to the game is going to be really nice. And they're also supposed to have some additional stuff too. So I believe they're going to have some more mysteries and little hidden challenges within it besides just the main story. We kind of got that with a Rift in Time, and they ended up giving us just so much more. You know, eventually when we ended up getting Oswald and some of the other characters, they brought more to the game than we thought that they were going to, along with, you know, not just the items, but just the actual lore within Dreamlight Valley. And I really like that they're starting to connect all of these islands together and make it where Dreamlight Valley is more than just the initial island we had. It is literally like a massive Disney universe. Now, another thing that is really nice is the developers actually mentioned that if you get a Rift in Time and you progress and you have Rapunzel, there should be a special interaction, perhaps a special side quest where you actually reunite Rapunzel and Flynn together. And I think that is very exciting. Again, I don't know if you are exactly have to have the DLC or what's going on with that, but that's just the way it kind of sounded when they worded it. So definitely worth picking up a Rift in Time, and hopefully you'll be able to get that. And if they start connecting DLCs together like that, that's going to be very interesting for sure. At the same time, is it a little weird that you would have to have 2 different paid DLCs to have some sort of interaction? I guess it would be a little extra reward for those that did end up picking up the DLC. So it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving, you know, they keep on tacking on extra stuff with this own content, which is definitely really nice. But that's about it for the story. Like I said, we don't know too much other than that, but I hope it's enough to get you guys engaged with the update, get you on the right path whenever you do go in, because we know this game is so massive and so overwhelming that it's going to be really confusing at first, but I promise you I will also be your guide along this journey. Hit that subscribe button. Me and the Lore Keeper got your back for sure. I will be pumping out tons of videos every single day, and I would love to have you over here. But that's about it. I really do hope you all have the best day ever, and I'll see you guys in the next one.